This is a new development in latex printing for textiles. Latex has always been able to print on soft textiles, or colloquially fabrics. What's changing is the interest in latex in fabric is growing. The interest in printing on soft textiles as the industry is growing. Printing on fabrics with a latex printer is quite easy. If there was one drawback across all of our fabric printing, it's not quality. We've had that. They look great. They look great in coated, uncoated, dye sub, stretchable, knits, poplins, across the board, backlits. Fabric looks fantastic. Our weak point has been scratch and scuffability. Here you have dye sub that we look like, but we don't have the scratch and scuff resistance that dye sub has. It's a different process. With latex, you're sitting on top of the fabric. It's a water-based ink. If it gets wet and you really start scrubbing it, it's going to pull some of the ink off. If it just gets wet, that's not much of a problem. It just sits there. What we've been working with is some media partners over the years who recognize the quality of latex, the fact that it has a nice soft hand, there's no odor, the quality is there, it's easy to use, it's a direct print, what you see is what you get. We just need a little better scratch and scuff resistance. Well, the folks over at Green Textile have been working diligently for a number of years, and they feel they have come out with a product that is going to offer us better scratch and scuff resistance than we have had in the past. From my tests, and the tests of some of my partners out in the field that I've sent prints to, we're all pretty impressed. It's a Green Textile, it's a standard poplin, it's a soft knit really. This is made in the United States, it's up in North Carolina. And what they've done is they've coated this in a way that it's a dip coating, and it doesn't affect the hand of the fabric. I mean, you can barely feel that it's coated. There's no smell, which is perfect. I mean, you certainly don't want smells, you know, this chemical off-gassing on fabric. That's a high-end material. And it prints beautiful. And the scratch resistance, the best I've seen. So what we're developing now with latex is new textiles on the market that are finally really specific for latex. In the past, we used whatever was available, mostly uncoated, you know, sort of your dye sub fabrics. But then if it was coated, that coating was really developed for solvent, because solvent doesn't print well on fabric. Or UV, which also is much more muted in its color gamut. Latex prints like dye sub, but I just needed a little more scratch and scuff resistance. Well, a scratch and scuff resistant fabric is coming to a market near you. And I know that there's development on several other fields by other companies, including HP, to also come up with more scratch and scuff resistant fabrics. So this is the first lead. We're pretty impressed. Expect to see this on the market pretty soon. We're in the last stages of all of our testing. Green Textiles, latex specific, very good scratch and scuff resistance. It's not going to be like you can't scrub and get anything off, but it is a next level up, and it has made a big difference. Some of the people I sent it to, they're pretty impressed with what they're seeing here. Just want to give you a heads up on some new technology for latex on soft textiles heading your way.